I'm about to walk you guys through one of the most iconic homes in Glen Ellyn. If you live in the Wheaton and Glen Ellyn area, you've probably driven past this house a million times with these two mushrooms right here. We're here at 148 Geneva Road. It just got listed for under 1.2 million by Maureen Burk of Ad Properties. And super special treat is that we actually have Justin Bayle here, who is the person that designed and redeveloped this home. And he's gonna help us take a tour of this beautiful, beautiful home.
Hey Brandon, good to see you.
Good to see you too, man.
All right, welcome to the Mushroom House.
Yeah, so we're gonna take you guys in right now and we're gonna show you around from everything. This is probably one of my favorite homes I've ever personally toured. I know you guys watched the Downers Grove video in the past, but I feel like I'm just super attracted to all these homes that look like they're right out of AD magazine. It's like a mixture of like, what would you say, like mid-century modern mixed with.
Yeah, the house was built in the mid-century in 1947, so I tried to honor that and really keep that vibe. Unfortunately, we couldn't save the roof. That's what a lot of people know it from. It used to have that storybook roof with the wraparound shingles on it. We couldn't save it, but we've got a brand new roof on it. Looks great.
Cool, yeah. No, and I'm glad you preserved the iconic mushrooms.
We had to keep the mushrooms. The mushrooms are what everybody knows.
Cool.
So we're sitting here on 3/4 of an acre at the corner of Geneva and Summit. The house is all one level. There's no steps to get in or out, which is fantastic. If someone who needs accessibility, it's a great opportunity for them.
Yeah, so true one level living. And what I love about this house too is like the location. Like you're literally 5 minutes from downtown Glen Ellyn, downtown Wheaton.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're not from here and you haven't been here for like 5 to 10 years, you're thinking about making a move here, like downtown Wheaton and downtown Glen Ellyn has had so much redevelopment with restaurants, shops, and everything else in between.
Yeah, absolutely. And then just 2 blocks away, we've got the brand new kindergarten center at Churchill, which is a great elementary school. Hadley Junior High is just a couple blocks south of us here. And then, of course, the iconic Lombard West.
Yep, infamous Lombard West. Cool. So let's take a look.
Here we go. Come on in.
Cool, so I'm super excited to see this. I mean, I remember when you literally brought me to this house before you did all this remodeling. There's a hallway here and everything, but okay, so foyer area, like what happened?
Okay, so we've got a ton of space in this house. It's about 3,400 square feet, but the floor plan needed a ton of work. So what we did is there used to be a hallway here, just like a traditional hallway, but we took that out in an effort to expand the kitchen, and we just closed it off. We made a walk-in pantry here. We're able to recess the cabinetry and the appliances, the fridge here, back into what used to be the hallway space and just generally open up the kitchen. Get an island in here, keep the big picture window so that you see that as you come in through the front door, and then opened up this archway here into the mudroom.
Yeah, no, I love all like just the arcs in general, and something that I absolutely love about this home is like I said outside, like this literally feels like we're like in an AD magazine. Like all the houses I typically show at this price point.
I don't know about that, but
it feels like it. I love like the mid-century vibes and everything, but I feel like no one does this color combo right now. Just in terms of like all the remodels they do. I mean, you have, what would you call this, pink, or would you call this like an orange?
This is a terracotta.
Okay.
You know, that's what it's billed. I think the light maybe shows it with a little bit of pink hues, but it's a terracotta feel. So, you know, the mushrooms were sort of the jumping off point. Like I wanted to honor that earthy tones and sort of neutrals and natural tones here. So we went with the limestone countertops.
This is super nice.
We got poplar wood, sort of a washed stain on the cabinetry. And then rather than having a, traditional white walls, we went with more of a cream-based color, which is called Plaster of Paris from Benjamin Moore.
No, totally. Yeah, no, I love the countertops and everything like that. I think it's just like different compared to like what you like walk through in like normal homes and everything. And Wetmore was the ones that kind of helped redevelop.
Yeah, so I partnered with Tom Wetmore and Wetmore Construction on this project. They absolutely, knocked it out of the park. They did a lot of the heavy lifting. No cutting of any corners. There was a lot of fundamental things that needed to get addressed at the house before we could get to this fun stuff that we can see, including replacing drain lines, all new HVAC, all new plumbing, all new electrical, new roof, new duct work. It was all on radiators. So basically soup to nuts. The whole thing's brand new.
Just literally a brand new house, and you can kind of tell like when you first walk in, everything like that, it feels like it's built like very, very solid as well. And if you haven't yet, if you enjoy videos just like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe and the like button. And if you have any thoughts about buying, selling, or relocating here to the Chicago suburbs, my team and I would be absolutely honored to help. Shoot me an email right here on the screen or down below in the description. Back to the video. But yeah, no, so all the arcs and everything, I absolutely love.
Yeah, so there was a lot more, there was a couple of these arches around. This one between the living room and the dining room was actually shifted over here, and we moved this wall used to be out here, but it created a strange proportion in the dining room and a strange proportion in the den here.
Yeah.
So we moved that over. This was a traditional doorway. We opened it up into the arched opening. We moved this arch over, and this was a traditional doorway as well that we opened up into an archway.
Yeah, no, I love it.
And now you've got a clean line, the archways all the way across.
Yeah, no, I love all the arcs, and I love just kind of like the formal dining, just like the heart of the home for just entertaining family and guests. I know like a lot of my clients love that open floor plan living, but I feel like this is kind of like the mix of both, where it's not totally open, but you have separation, but it's still open enough where you can easily host a ton of people here, host everyone in your kitchen, and then you have two different living areas, which kind of make it awesome here.
Absolutely. And you got the big picture window, so you can keep an eye on the kids out in the garden.
Totally.
If they're out there playing. This is the TV room, or what I see is the TV room. This is actually wired behind this painting.
Awesome.
And ready for the big screen TV to go up. We followed through on the kitchen backsplash by redoing the surround on this electric fireplace that we have here, and kept the wood paneling that's been here since this addition was put on. We put a weathered oak stain on it that just turned out fantastic.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And you're from California, like let the people know you're from California. So I feel like a lot of, because I used to live in California, and I remember just walking through all like mid-century modern ranches and everything like that. This definitely has like the terracotta tile, like for sure. This kind of just feels like straight California for me and everything. So was that kind of like an inspiration for you? Like when redesigning everything, just kind of like what you've seen in LA, did you just want to like bring it to the Chicago
I
suburbs?
definitely brought a lot of that California coastal vision to it. I didn't want it to be too modern, too many clean lines, or too much sort of starkness. I wanted it to feel warm and homey, and I think we did a pretty good job of achieving that.
Yeah, no, and I love this room too, just being able to have like easy access to the backyard and everything, just for like entertaining. I mean, this would be awesome to kind of like have a hot tub and everything, but it's nice because I know a lot of like the newer construction homes, especially at this price point, just kind of have like a grand room, quote unquote. But this is super nice to kind of like really truly have like a formal like area, or just like a straight TV room, like you said, because I know this is wired to hang up a TV and everything like that. But this makes it super nice, honestly, especially if you have, you know, if it's not just someone downsizing with like 2 people here, it's like a whole family. So you can kind of have like the kids can stay in this room, and you can have just like a nice sitting room that we're going to show everyone now.
Yeah, and we've got 5 bedrooms here, so I imagine there's going to be some kids here.
Yeah, totally,
point,
absolutely.
Right? And like you said, like we have a formal sitting room too here.
Awesome.
You know, we'll call this the living room. This is a wood burning fireplace. We have the same limestone brick that surrounds the exterior of the house on either side of the fireplace here. The wood paneling continues over here. We put up a couple of sconces from our friends at Paired Creation, which is a boutique lighting company based out of Ohio, where they provided a lot of the light fixtures in the house. It really turned out excellent.
Yeah, these are super nice, and it's kind of hard if you're like watching this on the video, like you kind of like come in here to like feel the scale of this. Like, what do you know what the ceiling height on this? Is it like 10 or 11?
This is about 10 feet.
Okay.
It's about 10 feet. Okay. So over the years, the ceiling heights changed quite a bit in this house. You'll see even the primary suite has higher ceilings than everywhere else. So
yeah, no, and like all the natural light you'll get from here as well. Yeah, no, the flow in here is awesome, and I just like following all the arcs that kind of like run through everything in the house.
So we continued the arch here. We've got 2 bedrooms over here. This one's staged as a nursery. This one's as a guest room. We did a lot of work on the floor plan of the house, particularly in this wing. This hallway bath is brand new.
When you say brand new, was this hallway bath here, was this originally a 2
This was originally a 2-bath house.
Okay.
So we added this bath.
Okay.
Completely brand new.
Okay.
And then we encompassed what was the existing bath into the primary bedroom here, so that we've got a full primary suite.
Okay, and was it originally 5 bedrooms still, or was it?
It was 5 bedrooms.
Okay, cool.
It was 5 bedrooms,
Very cool.
but there was only 1 bedroom or 1 bathroom over here servicing all 3.
Yeah, and I feel the ceiling height too, because now when we're transitioning back into this primary suite, you can kind of feel like the same in the living room, which is like that's the scale of everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is a great size bedroom. This is awesome.
Yeah, this turned out great. There's 3 closets. There's 2 walk-in closets, and then a coat closet there towards the entrance.
Yeah, no, I love all the light fixtures and like just like the circles and everything like that.
The primary bathroom, we put a 36-inch pocket door in it for accessibility purposes. Come in, we've got the double vanity, curbless shower.
Yeah, this is just like so different too and everything like that. It kind of looks like Kylie Jenner's home.
Kylie Jenner, I haven't seen Kylie Jenner. I've never been invited to a party at Kylie Jenner's house. Well, we continued with the arches though here in the medicine cabinets.
I love it.
Again, we have the light fixtures from Paired Creation.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't even know this had this on the first time I walked there. But this is super nice just in terms of like the convenience and everything like that. You have plenty of counter space and just like space here. But just having this with the medicine cabinets and his and hers too helps it a ton.
Yeah, turned out great.
Yeah, no, this bathroom's awesome. Awesome, so we just got done with that wing of the house and we're gonna head to this wing.
The west wing, let's check out the west wing.
Yeah, but this wing, I can't wait to show you guys like the back rec room, but we need to show you guys this part of the house. But it all makes sense as we walk here to this mudroom.
We open this up again with another arch opening, just kind of create some more space. There was all sorts of old HVAC equipment and whatnot in here. We opened it all up, enclosed what needed to be enclosed inside the closets. Have this our house built-in locker situation that's great, continuing the arches. Again, obviously all your laundry facilities are in here.
No, this is super clean.
Got this earthy floor tile that continues through the kitchen and into the foyer.
Yeah, no, I think this is like so underrated too, especially for a lot of the people that relocate from the city of Chicago. They don't have these mudrooms, right? And this is not just like your ordinary mudroom either, like the length and also a width here as well, because we have these pretty deep, honestly, lockers here, and you still have a ton of space, and you could easily pull this through if you want to, but there's just so much space to kind of like bring all the kids' football, soccer gear, any sports gear, bring the groceries,
throw it right in the laundry.
Yeah, great. Makes it easy.
On this side, we've got 2 more bedrooms.
Okay, and this was the second full bath that was originally with the house and everything like that. Okay,
so we completely redid this bathroom.
Cool.
Similar finishes to the other hallway bath and 2 guest rooms.
Yeah, no, I like this setup a lot too, just being able to kind of like have 2 bedrooms and a full bath on its like own side of the wing, because if you're only maybe a family of 3 or 4, you have 2 bedrooms on that wing over there and the primary, so everyone can stay on that side. And then when you have guest or even just like someone works from home in the family, just have their dedicated office, but it's truly separated from the home, which is totally underrated for sure.
I also see it as the younger kids are going to want to be by mom and dad, and once they get to be teenagers, they're going to want to be over here.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, no, for sure. And then they can escape to the best part of the house.
Let's go take a look.
To the rec room. But yeah, no, this is super nice. Just being able to come through out of here, bring the groceries and everything like that.
Yeah, so this is the functional door to the house. We came in the front door, but the reality is most of the time people are going to be using this door because it leads straight from the garage.
And having detached garages is very, very common, especially when you're in the north side of Glen Ellyn. But the nice thing here too is that you kind of have this in case like snow and rain and everything like that. You'll stay dry, which is really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a 2-car garage. It's got its own sub panel ready to go for a car charger. There's a workshop behind here. And then let's go check out that rec room. So this is the bonus space, the rec room. My favorite room in the entire house. I think it's a great setup if you're work from home. You need a separate space. This would be excellent. If you just want a man cave or a she shed, place to hang out, get away from the kids or the rest of the family, whatever, you can set it up that way. It's got its own fireplace here, heating unit, big picture window that's still private. Again, we have the Paired Creation light fixtures. And it's just got a great vibe between the limestone brick on the wall and around the fireplace with the pine wood paneling. Just got a cool vibe.
Yeah, no, this room is sweet. I think just being able to have like that flex space and more usable space for when you're entertaining family, guests, or anything like that, or even if you just had like a ton of outdoor recreation, whether it be a small pool, a hot tub. This is kind of just like a great common area, especially like just heading into like Glen Ellyn summers and Chicago Suburbs summers right now, is that just being like in and out flow is super, super awesome here. But this room is sweet. Yeah, no, that room was awesome, and it opens out to this backyard.
Yeah, this great garden area, which is excellent for setting up a patio, outdoor grill and all that. The property actually continues beyond the hedges here. Like I said, it's a 3/4 of an acre, so it's quite a big piece of property. We've got the huge front yard. One of the great things about the house was that the landscaping was quite mature when we acquired it, and really all we had to do was wait for spring and then clean it up.
Yeah.
And now we've got all these great flowers. Our magnolia tree here bloomed. It only lasts 10 days apparently, and it's gone. It's been cleaned up and gone now, but that was gorgeous. And you've got this huge front yard. Yeah, no, I love the overall scale of the home. You can easily tell, especially when we walked out of the rec room, just seeing the backyard and all the green space and getting access back to that back room as well. But no, Justin, thanks for taking us through a tour of the home. We appreciate it a ton. Absolutely. Thanks for coming out.
Thank you. 148 Geneva Road, Justin Bayle times Wetmore collaboration, listed by Maureen Burk of Ad Properties. But yeah, if you guys have any questions on this home at all, reach out. It's listed for just under $1.2 million right here in Glen Ellyn, top rated schools and everything else in between.